The Gleason incorrect solo series major is less than 2 weeks away. 8 players are guaranteed spots in the main event. 7 have found it. 2 more look to claim the 8th seed. Forky and KnightYuh even in points. Only one way to determine it now. And it's here in the VGI Solo Series Tiebreaker matchup. Welcome, everybody. It's nice to see you all here, joining in, showing your support. It's a great time to you all here for the VGI Solo Series Major Tiebreaker. Forky takes on KnightYuh tonight in one best of 7. And this is really it for both these players. You win and you take that 8th seed. You make it to the major, you're guaranteed a spot. You lose and your chances become even more slim. Forky, KnightYuh, it's been an incredible run just to get to this point. We gotta talk about why these players are playing in this tiebreaker. The VGI Solo Series, as many of you know, is split into 4 qualifier events. Of course, those qualifiers themselves, again, all 4 of them split relatively evenly across the board here. All 4 of them ending with 1 match, with the match as well here, with what we are to see out of all these players. Again, out of all 4 of our qualifiers, we've got 7 players got spots already. Again, the way it works, if you make it to that top 8, you're guaranteed a certain number of points from 1 through 10, with 10 being for first, 1 point being for 8th. And throughout all these events, the top 8 players after all 4 qualifiers will make it in. We had 19 players make it to top 8 at least once in any of our 4 qualifiers this event. 7 of them have already guaranteed their spots. Wavy leading the charge, a 2nd place finish and a 1st place finish in the last qualifiers. Zapatos, who only played in 2 of our events but made it to the finals both time, right behind him. Pam and Kofor not too far behind. Our final winner in S5, Cosmic, rounds out at 5th. And then Elite's the surprise player who never gave up in the lower bracket, finding himself in that 6th seed just ahead of Kevin, who himself had an incredible run to make it to 2nd, qualifier 3. Right below him is Forky and KnightYuh. In our most recent event, KnightYuh was leading by 3 points after a 3rd place finish in qualifier 3. At that point, the best that Forky had ever managed was a 6th place finish in that exact same qualifier, losing to the eventual winner in S5, Cosmic. The very last event, both players were involved. KnightYuh, though, struggled, failed to make it to top 8, but Forky made quite the run in the upper bracket, getting as far, even beating Kofor, but losing to the eventual winner in Wavy in a 2-0 sweep on the mainstream to then go to lowers, able to get the win over Spoods, who had just made it to the top 8 for the first time in his run. Lost to Zapatos, who made 2nd place in a 2-0 sweep on the mainstream as well. Game 1 ended in OT. It was Game 2, only a 3-goal difference, where we kind of lost that steam. And this is the point where we're at here. 7 players have made it already to the main event. Only one player can join them. And for Forky and KnightYuh, they are the players that can make it. And again, it makes this situation all the more scary for them, because you win and you make it to top 8. You're guaranteed a spot in the major. Well, again, through the tiebreaker, but if you lose, your run's not over, but it gets a whole lot tougher. Now you're stuck with everyone else who couldn't make it. And you have to play in the last chance qualifier that will happen next week. The major itself planned for the days of the 24th and 25th. That's for the top 16, though. If you want to be in that top 16, there's 8 spots remaining after today. That last chance qualifier, which I'm expecting to be late in the week, probably Thursday evening. What will determine those final 8 spots? So for Forky and for KnightYuh, their run, and it's been impressive here, but both these players have been marked by issues in their playstyle. For Forky, could never really make it super far in these events. Best he managed the 4th place finish to, again, secure this tiebreaker, but not able to beat Zapatos or even take a game off him. That was that game 1 overtime that he really needed. if he was going to have a chance to get to that third place finish and surpass KnightYuh, guarantee his spot. For KnightYuh, his run marked with inconsistency. I think he's been here every single qualifier. Only made it top 8 twice. Inconsistency has been an issue here for KnightYuh, who many consider the favorite, who consider a favorite not even just in this tiebreaker against Forky, in the BGI solo series as a whole. So for him, he's trying to get himself in that top 8, a position that he probably could have taken had his consistency improved, but wasn't there. You compare him to a player like KnightYuh, who himself made it top 8 3 times, or a player like Zabatus, who's only made it to the grand finals in the 2 events he's made it to top 8, or Cam, who himself has not finished worse than 3rd in 3 of the 4 qualifiers. Consistency seems to be an issue here. KnightYuh, and again, it's gonna hurt for him because he's made it to top 3. He has made it a 3rd place finish. Only one of 2 players to have made it to top 3, and not be guaranteed a spot right now. The other being Life, who himself is sitting just outside in the 10th seed position. Unfortunately, he will not be in contention for that top 8 spot. As everything good, Archer? Everything is great, man. Happy that you're joining in to say hi, my friend. We've got Forky and KnightYuh here in a best of 7. I haven't even mentioned this is a best of 7 because the loser of this has to be forced to restart in the last chance qualifier. This is a best of 7, not just a best of 5. Meaning you've got to win 4 games to get into the main event. Into essentially best of 5s. Because the first day, well, I should really say the second day when the top 16 all play, that is best of 5s, but it's a best of 7 to make it in here for both these players. Pressure could not be any higher on them, I think. The place that they're in here is we're going to get them both in to join very, very soon for this best of 7 series. As Forky taking on KnightYuh. I can't wait for this. This is a great match. It's super hype. And we're only guaranteed to have even better action when we get to that main event. Only one of these players, though, will be able to be in that top 8. At least we'll be able to be in the first 8. Very likely, though, the loser of this match will have a very good seed in that last chance qualifier if they do decide to join in it. Which I would expect that whichever player it is, they would be playing in that last chance qualifier. So, waiting on them to join on up for this series. I can't wait for what we're about to see here. As Forky and KnightYuh, they're going to be joining in any moment here, but I mean, we talk about players who have been at the top. KnightYuh himself has made top 60 in RLCS before. Forky on the bubble, I think most recently made quite a run. Make it to the play-ins for the Shift Summer League. Again, we'll hopefully get them to join in any moment here for best of 7 start time has been hit, so these players should be here just about a minute or two for this best of 7 series. In fact, I'm gonna ping both these players very soon here. Should be getting them in any moment. I think another thing to shout out about these players is that Forky himself, pretty recognizable Twitch streamer, which we haven't mentioned too much about. In a lot of his runs, he was live streaming the whole thing, so player of Forky's caliber. There's a good amount of players in this tournament that have done that. Forky has, Kofer has, KnightYuh definitely has, Cam has streamed some of the action. Chance maybe one of them might be streaming right now. We'll take a look. I wonder if one of them is actually currently live. Wouldn't surprise me one bit. Oh, Forky's definitely live. Forky is live, so Forky's live. He's playing in the tiebreaker. I don't think KnightYuh's live though. He doesn't generally stream the matches that he's in. So for us though, we're gonna get right into this. But again, Forky's live, which is amazing. As KnightYuh letting us know he's also joining in as well. So these players running in. I know they want to get this match started off very soon because I know for KnightYuh, later tonight he's got to play for the Spade Championship Series. He's a very busy player. But I know both these players getting in have finished up their warm-ups, and they've got one series to make it to top 8 to guarantee their spot in the main event, final top 16. Be in that top 8 seeds to not worry about that last chance qualifier. These players both have 6 points. Only one of them will be able to go to the top 8. It's 2 players tied for 8th seed. Only one will be able to stay in that top 8 as KnightYuh takes on Forky in our best of 7 major tiebreaker. But the Blue Gleason Incorrect Solo Series powered by ATS. Forky on the blue, KnightYuh on the orange. And for both these players, unlike a lot of the other qualifiers, where they would have had a good amount of time to warm up, to get used to their matches, this is all they have to do today, is win right here. I don't believe these two have had each other at all during the Bo Gleason Incorrect qualifier stage. No Archer's in chat, he'll probably correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think these two have ever played each other in the qualifiers, so a whole new position, a whole new matchup, and Forky's gonna get things started. A shot off the ceiling will run right through KnightYuh, and Forky on the board first. It was a little awkward. It almost looked like he wanted to go for a flip reset at one point. "36 seconds in, Forky will strike first, and I think for a lot of people, I remember talking to people about this tiebreaker. More than likely, people were heavily in favor of KnightYuh taking this match. Again, one of KnightYuh's big issues has been his consistency in these tournaments. He's only made it top 8 twice, one of which was a 3rd place finish. It's one of the major reasons he's here, and it's one of the reasons why he'll get this goal on Forky on the rebuttal. There's a little bounce off the back goal. Forky left with almost no boost. And KnightYuh will make sure that this game is right up at 1. KnightYuh himself, no stranger to the stream. He's been on the stream a lot. Part of the Pirates on a Bot roster. In fact, it is that exact same Pirates on a Bot roster that we'll be playing in the Spade Championship Series later today that are probably going to be his warm-up right after this series. There's Forky now, trying to set himself up for a flip reset. KnightYuh will save it away. As this bounce, KnightYuh up for a solo effort. Forky left back, but he's got boost. KnightYuh's got the flip, not able to connect. Forky should be able to recover and score the other way and take the lead against KnightYuh. It's been a high-flying start, although the aerial attacks have not succeeded. And it's Forky who's on the board again. A very low-scoring start. Both these players just going right at each other. And again, I think a lot of these players are trying to get themselves into that calm mindset. They're acting as if this match doesn't determine a spot in that top 8. Sorry, in the top 16, I should really say. I think that is by design. These players don't want to be nervous. In a position like this, in a match like this, it could be so easy to let your nerves get the better of you. Both these players have been in qualifiers. I mean, KnightYuh himself has made it to top 3. These players have what it takes. They're very, very good, but it can still be very nerve-wracking. Knowing that your qualification may rest on one single match against one single player, one that you haven't played yet this event as KnightYuh. Forky, not a great block there. KnightYuh is going to even things up. He played patient, knew that if he challenged him early, he would not be beating Forky. Now Forky trying to pre-jump that one, showed that he was going to challenge early. Just a little bit of a misread off the back wall. And halfway through game 1, it is KnightYuh who has answered back and has kept things close. Speaking of KnightYuh, he'll still be on this one as the sidewall. Forky steals his boost, and KnightYuh again caught overcommitting. And it's not the first time Forky's done this game. KnightYuh has had a couple issues with his overcommit, specifically when he's looking for boost. And Forky not showing too many issues recovering and taking them against him. And Forky himself, no slouch when it comes to 1v1s. He's been in so many of the events. I think he's only missed one of them. Himself, he's always made it to top 8. But it's still very tough. He's just not been able to really find that extra gear to push himself further in these events. It's really, really rough when doing that top 8 to not make it far, because the further you make it in that event, the points increase by bigger amounts. And the difference between second and third is 3 points. The difference between third and fourth is only 1. And Forky, he has not made it to top 3. He has not been blessed by those points. But he has worked his way around KnightYuh here. Another air dribble bump off the flip reset. And Forky is going to rely on the plays that he knows will work. And KnightYuh having issues recovering. KnightYuh's been sitting back a lot more in this game. He hasn't wanted to take too many risks. He hasn't wanted to push up too high. He will here, though. This is not going to work for him. And Forky adds yet another. And as the goals keep coming for Forky, KnightYuh's chances of taking game 1 are falling through. And the tiebreaker for our 8th and final player to auto-qualify into the BGI Solo Series Major. Forky right now, the better of the two, has now another solo play. Flip reset from Forky! Oh, he's got the dunk too! And Forky ups his lead to 4. He's been going for flip resets all day, but this is a change-up. No bumps necessary, just a dunk in midair. And it is Forky who adds another to his tally and leads in game 1. Forky's playing with confidence. Oh, but KnightYuh's got an answer right off the kickoff. And our major tiebreaker, game 1. It's got a few more tricks up its sleeve. We still have plenty of time for KnightYuh to come back, if he is able to do so. I mean, the benefit of going down early in a series like this, there really isn't any benefit, but the benefit is that it's the best of 7. As Forky looking to do it again here, flip reset. Now got the fake. KnightYuh's got the beat though, and he's got speed. He's got goal 4, cutting the lead even further. It felt like only moments ago it was a 4-goal lead for Forky, and it felt insurmountable. Now it's only 2, and KnightYuh is coming back. Forky going for yet another flip reset. This time it falls apart as he went for the fake. For KnightYuh, putting himself in a position to be successful, but gotta be able to take this ball back, Forky. Oh, look at this, they're playing the waiting game. Knows that KnightYuh is gonna have to challenge at some point. Time low, getting less and less. KnightYuh's gonna want to take early shots. That's exactly it! Oh, what a shot from KnightYuh! He's caught Forky playing a little too high up. And he just goes for it too. He knows Forky doesn't have a lot left. And now the difference is only 1. I think what also is kind of interesting about this event is that, about the BGI Solo Series, that we haven't seen a full-on best of 7. Every qualifier has ended with 1, but it's always been a game advantage for the team, for the player from the upper bracket. We have not seen one where both players start on even ground. This is a first as KnightYuh, oh, he's gonna flick over. KnightYuh scored 4 unanswered. And the game is tied. No slowing down from KnightYuh. He's needed time to get into this series, and now he is firing on all cylinders. 31 seconds to go. It's anyone's to win it. Forky, unable to get that early challenge, is just looking for boost from that corner. Also looking for the bump too. KnightYuh's gotta be careful. Forky will box him out. And now with low boost, Forky quick off the ceiling. Shot on! Oh, what a great play from Forky! Quick 2, it's all about the speed for Forky. No slowing him. He takes the go-ahead goal with 14 seconds left. And KnightYuh may be a bit befuddled. He's got a challenge here. Forky, wasting out time, will go for another. KnightYuh's got the block. He scored on 0 seconds before. Can he do it here? That one bounced wide. And Forky will look to drop this one. Flip reset. KnightYuh keeps it airborne. Forky with another play. KnightYuh leaves this one. Game 1 is over, and Forky will take it. It's not the first time we've seen KnightYuh take goals late. Fortunately for him, missing just wide left. He felt like his run came late there. 8 shots to 17. Forky putting on a lot of volume on his efforts. It's all about being able to not just add the volume, add quality too. I'd be very worried if I was KnightYuh, because it feels like the quality of shots from Forky hasn't been exactly there. And that can be a bit of a concern. How these players are feeling, how these players are knocking things out. KnightYuh with 9 saves. He's going to need to keep up that kind of defense. Forky overall is going to shoot a lot. It just seems to be something that's in his nature. He's a very aggressive player. Kind of way he wants to play this series. KnightYuh is going to need to really find good quality. Really also going to need to be able to find goals early. He struggled early in this game to find chances. After a while, it just felt like it was Forky and only Forky who was finding the goals, finding the aerial plays specifically. As we move into game number 2. The action only thickening. Forky now 1 game closer to auto-qualifying into the second day of the major. He needs 3 more wins to be there. He's already off to a great start. So KnightYuh, he tried to hide himself behind the ball, but unbeknownst to him, Forky had seen everything that KnightYuh was going for there. Without hiding when he was going to challenge, Forky was able to react in time. And it just means, yet again, Forky's going to score first. And that KnightYuh really can't let happen too often here, as now he'll go for a flick. Forky, the block, should be able to recover. He'll have a little dribble on it too. Not able to get the bump on KnightYuh all the way, but he will get back, or at least I thought he would. He went for boost there, and KnightYuh's caught him. And he never left the play too. Forky must have thought KnightYuh didn't have a lot of boost left in the tank, but he couldn't have been any further from the truth. And KnightYuh catching Forky a bit slow. And yet another kickoff for both these players. Seems to fly high. That's a great bump for KnightYuh, but Forky with some very good boost control. Able to help himself just a little bit more. Now he's got the dribble. KnightYuh gonna fake the early challenge. Forky would not buy it for a second. KnightYuh still has the block, still has the counter, and Forky will be back in time. But he missed on that shot. KnightYuh will take the lead. You saw Forky, the gears turning in his head. He was looking for a quick turnaround, trying to shoot one by. He knew KnightYuh was right in front of him. But without being able to take that shot quick enough, KnightYuh beat him. And in a play that very easily could have been Forky's, KnightYuh is able to get a little bit of a break from it. And in fact, actually, this should be 3-1. Forky, not in a great position. KnightYuh, great block from Forky. As KnightYuh demoed out of the way. Well, that touch from Forky a bit heavy. KnightYuh challenged very early. Demos out. Forky will have a lot of time to recover. And often in a position like this, you see players go for bounce dribbles, but KnightYuh not going for it there. Just going for a strong flick. But he missed it just wide. KnightYuh will search again. Flip reset. As it, Forky with an easy block. KnightYuh's got to get boost. Forky get another recover off the back wall. Has he scored from that? Oh, he has! Oh, what a recovery! Forky ties it up in inexplicable ways. Recovered in the inside of his net, too. And the major tiebreaker. We're seeing some incredible showings from both these players. The reset. Forky going for yet another one of those. Though playing a little closer. It feels like Forky's been going for them so often. It's just starting to catch on to him. And yet even so, it still can work for Forky. why he isn't giving up on the play, as KnightYuh here has probably had to give up on that play. Forky beats him there, has the recovery, and will have the lead with it. As a battle in the midfield, bumping, horseplay, whatever it is, Forky's going to come out the better with that recovery. But credit to both these players for really fighting for it. Fortunately for KnightYuh, he is still in the losing position. It was a lot like last game with the way that KnightYuh's playing, where it just feels like Forky is just in more advantageous positions, putting himself in better places, and has a lot better control over the boost. KnightYuh doesn't seem to have that, and for a player like him, who many consider a favorite to even win the whole event, not exactly doing well to support his cause here against Forky. Now another air dribble bump. Forky's got another goal for himself. Far from the first time that Forky has gone for air dribble bumps. This time it's completely clean, completely connected. And with a 2-goal lead, Forky closer and closer taking this game, but he did give one there to KnightYuh off the kickoff. I think KnightYuh may have gotten a piece of Forky when he left in the play. No, he didn't. He just forced Forky to jump. And Forky unable to get the pre-flip on that ball. He's not going to be able to make a block on that play. And it's just those minuscule plays that can make all the difference. Stuff like not being able to pre-flip and hit the ball correctly. All that really needs to separate gills. As another one for KnightYuh off the kickoff. Forky's been going for a lot of zap dash kickoffs where right off the kickoff he recovers with a wave dash. KnightYuh's been countering him by not only conserving boost, but also immediately ramming Forky as soon as he flies in the air. It's one way to prevent the wave dash. And KnightYuh has now scored 2 straight off the kickoff as he'll go for yet another bump. He'll have to leave the play here as he's facing the wrong direction. Still able to win the challenge. Forky, though, yeah, able to just shoot from here. Has the dribble, and he's got the back post. Will go across the face of the goal. KnightYuh with a great block. Jumps early on it. The shooting out of Forky definitely diminished this game. 6 shots only. Much less than the 17 he had before. Now make it 7. But this one cleared away by KnightYuh. A lot less shots from Forky. A lot better shots from Forky. KnightYuh overcommitted. Oh, how does he get back to that one? KnightYuh survives. Now he's going to make the block here. And he'll do exactly that. He'll leave for yet another round of defense. Forky looking for shot number 9 off the ceiling. This one, not even counting as a shot. It never had a chance. KnightYuh will just answer the other way. Does take the boost, but Forky almost took the goal away from him. KnightYuh still on this one. Better be careful though. Forky will recover, and he's got a good touch. Oh, at least I thought he would. He's giving it up to KnightYuh, and KnightYuh's 8th shot of the game. I believe he has the same number of shots as Forky. This one from Forky just undershot it. Wanted more power. I think he wanted actually more lift as well. Got neither. It's a free pass to KnightYuh. And he's looking to answer Rivet and Temple. What happened on Manfield Knights? Now less than a minute to go. Forky gonna have to start to rush things a little bit more. There's still a lot of time left to take this next goal, but don't want to wait too long. We have seen games where players in this position have tried to slow things down, only to be caught running out of time. But Forky almost ran out there. We'll get the boost here. KnightYuh again running low. Forky off the ceiling, now to the ground. KnightYuh's gotta wait, because Forky flip reset just off the post, and KnightYuh will look to clear. Forky's still on it. KnightYuh back in time. Every touch high as it can be. KnightYuh just playing goal line defense, and again he's wasting out those seconds. Now he'll take the challenge here, looking for yet another chance. Forky with a block. KnightYuh can't go for it. Maybe one more chance for Forky, but KnightYuh challenged early. And without any boost, Forky's got to get back and make the save. It's still holding high, but KnightYuh will look to bump him out. Now we'll look for one more touch. Forky unable to keep game 2 going. And KnightYuh, who lost game 1 by only 1 goal, has now won game 2 by only 1. As he's answered back in the series. That means we are Going to game 3, both players tied on shots as well. 10 shots each. It was a great game for shooting, at least overall. Both of these players had decent records, but a really good game for recoveries. These players showing a real deftness to being able to get back on the ground, to get all 4 wheels ready, to be able to come back into the play without much time to waste. For how many times we've seen these players commit heavily to these shots, or commit heavily to saves, recoveries are going to be a huge part of the series. As both of them just, I think, trying to take their time here. Means games 2 and 3, we're going to DFH Stadium. See who will take advantage in the series, and with how close it has been, it is anybody's to take. We could be seeing a game 7 tonight. On all honesty, I guess that should make sense. Both these team players are tied on points, but really coming in this series, I would start off a little bit more one-sided. It has been anything but that. We have not seen overtime yet. We'll still waiting for that. We may see one here, but we go to game 3. Both players have proven they can beat each other. Now it's about who can take match advantage. KnightYuh trying to get himself off to an early start. For the first time in this series, Forky's always been able to score first, and he'll look to do it again. It's a great first touch, but KnightYuh still on it, and he may have a little play at the end of this one, but not enough power on it. Forky will recover. KnightYuh will be sent back. Forky gonna get him with the little miss dribble there, but KnightYuh was gonna give him space no matter what he was doing. Good reason. And Forky has a mechanical style to him that we've seen glimpses of this series. Oh, that's not really all that mechanical. That's a caster curse at a bad time too. Forky with an embarrassing whiff off the sidewall, and for being such a mechanical player, that's gonna hurt. KnightYuh, for the first time this series, has scored first in a game. Now he'll look to add to it. A lot of fakes. Now he just goes for the flick. Oh, but look at this recovery from Forky, who is off that back wall. Not a very good first touch. Not an amazing second touch either, but at least he got it away. And he will have boost to keep this one going. KnightYuh, no boost left. Just gonna pop this one to the net. Bounced off a little awkwardly for Forky. Didn't exactly have a great first touch to it, but he does have a great shot. That one off the post. KnightYuh never even jumped for it. He's gonna say he knew it was wide. I'm gonna say it was because he didn't have a chance to block that one. And now he's gonna get the bumps on Forky. He will recover, but gotta be careful about any potential demos here. Forky going for it there, and he gets it too. And that was the one thing KnightYuh knew he had to be careful of in this position. Forky was going to go for a bump at some point. Unfortunately for KnightYuh, it came at a terrible time when he was backing away from the net. And it's a response from Forky, who actually is the favorite in this matchup, based on our BJ Solo Series tiebreakers. Any ordinary situation, if this wasn't a tiebreaker for the 8th spot in the tournament, then Forky would be actually considered the higher seed. He had the better performance in the last event in Qualifier 4, where he did make a top 4 finish. KnightYuh, again, he failed to make top 8 in that event. Had he even made top 8, he would not be playing in this match. But you can't think about the past, you can't think about it at all in a match like this. It's all about the present, it's all about now. As KnightYuh with another play, look at the fake there! And he caught Forky too, but just enough on it. Forky covering all his bases. KnightYuh will go the other way. Great first touch. Has a flip reset on the end of this play, but instead we'll just leave it. He couldn't use it, it was just too low to the ground. And now Forky with a response. Almost looked like he was setting up for a musty flick there, but he'll go instead for the tried and true classic 45 degree. And now he's gone for the fake. KnightYuh put everything in that one, and Forky was ready for it. KnightYuh took the risk. Was running a little low on boost. Wanted to see if he could force a goal in that position, but Forky never bought into it. Yeah, he read that play from KnightYuh quite well on the field. KnightYuh, a lot of his challenges have not been too surprising for Forky. And oftentimes in ones, the element of surprise, one of your best advantages as a defender. But KnightYuh, he has been in clear view for a lot of the plays that Forky has gone for. Just means that no matter when he's going to challenge, Forky knows that and he can prepare for it. KnightYuh's got to be careful, and yet another demo attempt from Forky. This time, though, it will not connect, as KnightYuh will hold on to this one. He's going to go to his own back corner. Just I thought he would. He's only giving away to Forky, and a little classy flip, but not enough power. Forky went for it, but it will not work. Not enough power on the shots, and KnightYuh will take one back. It's been a low-scoring affair. Every single... this game, more than others. Every single game so far, it has always been close between these two. KnightYuh trying to recover. Less than 2 minutes to go. And KnightYuh with another kickoff one. Will take the shot. But not able to recover. Forky will have his way. And he also has the boost as well. KnightYuh won't know this. Forky, he won't even have to show it to him. KnightYuh just gonna chase him down. Now demo of his own. Should be free. It will be. What a great shot. That is not an easy shot. Although players in this rank should be able to score there. That's not easy. When you have no boost, forced to only double jump and hit it lightly. So easy to hit it with a little too much height or a little too much power and smash it off the bar. And with Forky's recovery, if that was wide, he'd score the other way. As KnightYuh, we almost got caught in the fake, but it was Forky who will need some help on that one. And KnightYuh with a little pump fake. And Forky almost thought he had him there. He was very close on. It'd be a risk for KnightYuh to give up the play like that, but he knows the distance that is between these players. He knows as long as he can recover, he's got the 50 down. And even if he doesn't, that kind of a pump fake will set you up for the dribble. Eventually in that position, could have gone for an air dribble bump. But not on the menu right now for KnightYuh. He's going to go for just a normal bump with the back wall. And he will take this one on. Forky recovering to the post. KnightYuh again. Very much wide of that net. He's got to keep the ball in the blue half. Inside the final minute, yet again, Forky down by one. Can he recover here and do what he couldn't do last game, which was score late? Right now, he's just trying to find boost, but unable to do so. KnightYuh with even more time to waste. Flicks it high, not Forky. Gonna catch KnightYuh, but not an inch of space given away here from the player in orange. But Forky now, a chance to dribble. KnightYuh, not a great first touch. Forky should be able to turn on this, although a bit too slow. And KnightYuh will have his way, at least for now. I'm running out for Forky here in game number 3. 10 seconds remain. KnightYuh chasing him down. Forky with one more play in the air. Flip reset. This one off the post. KnightYuh with a last-ditch effort. And game 3 will end. KnightYuh takes the lead. It's 2 games straight. And a 4-3 scoreline. KnightYuh playing with his life at the end of that one. Doing just enough. And now lead 2-1. And boy, it wasn't just enough. The scoring here, really struggling for Forky, for a player again who was able to take so many shots in game 1. He has not been able to be nearly as successful in game 2. For a player like KnightYuh, he's not going to have too many problems with that. Only 4 saves this game. I just felt the shots from Forky weren't good enough. A lot of his aerial plays kind of fell flat, where he went for more ground-based stuff, went for more fakes. It can catch players off, but it seems like KnightYuh is not going to be one of those players tonight. Forky, well, he's going to have to increase that shooting. He's such an aggressive offensive type player. If his offense doesn't work, he is going to be in dear trouble. But go to game 4. KnightYuh can take BGI Solo Series major point here. Forky can also tie things. Either option is really just as likely as the other. We'll see where this one goes. Now, though, it feels like it's going into that orange half and into the waiting arms of Forky. Little wave dash fake now. Flip reset. Double flip reset. Forky got the bump on KnightYuh, but unable to score. Will be beat there, and KnightYuh's got the boost. Forky, will he get back in time? He will not. KnightYuh scored first once again. Give credit to Forky going for the double flip reset. With it being just a bit too high, and with Forky, sorry, with KnightYuh having enough boost to make the block, Forky was going to be in trouble. But when that shot didn't go in, we'll go for yet another play from the corner. This one, not even going to have a chance to go off the wall. KnightYuh, chain dashing to clear it out. And now he's got to get cleared out here, because he's in defense, and Forky's got a bump on him! This one will roll just wide! What a save from KnightYuh! 12 boosts left, Forky's still on this one. Back wall, pinched away. KnightYuh will look for the clear. Forky, does well to hide behind this one, and KnightYuh missed his flick! Forky with a return. And you saw KnightYuh panic as soon as he couldn't see Forky. He had to go for the flick. In a position like that, it's so easy to get caught. Trying to press your luck. But KnightYuh will be beat there with that great recovery from Forky, who, again, hit himself behind the ball. KnightYuh's not done a lot of that this series. He's had issues. There's, again, his element of surprise on defense. We're seeing a much higher scoring game 4, at least it feels like from the start, although Forky... actually, he should have prevented that from going in. KnightYuh's got a free one here. And you wonder what happened to Forky. KnightYuh wasn't even going to challenge him at first. It looked like as if he was going for a pinch, then gave up on the play. I don't know what that was from Forky. He had time. But I guess he didn't know that. And Forky will look for yet another chance to rebuttal here off a strange mistake. KnightYuh's got him here. Forky's got to recover. KnightYuh, the 1v1 chance to the back wall. Faked him! Oh, Forky jumped early! And KnightYuh will take a 2-goal lead. It hasn't happened often for KnightYuh where he can take a multi-goal lead over Forky. This is one such chance. And it's one he better make the most of. That fake was disgusting. Now that he's up by 2, how long will KnightYuh hold this? Can he extend his lead? Every game is ended by a 1-goal difference. With that in mind, you know just how close these players are playing to each other. Forky would love to have one back. A little pop on the ground. Oh my! And there's the mechanics we've been waiting for from Forky. On the ground too. Look at this! Sky high! KnightYuh is completely fooled! And Forky will take his second of Game 4. Now only one away from tying things. Forky, able to get that flick still. And recover to get back, and good amount of boost. Be able to make just about any block he can here. KnightYuh just gonna look to win the boost out of this position, but not exactly the recovery you want. It won't matter. He's got a double tap, and he's got Forky cut down. KnightYuh was not the prettiest recoveries of that sidewall, I must admit, but he won't mind. He had boost advantage. When you have that much of an advantage, you can go for plays like that without worrying about overcommitting. Once again, he's up by 2, although this one is not going to last very long. Forky already off the kickoff. There's that wave dash kickoff. Except this time it wasn't even. It was just a straight going right through KnightYuh. KnightYuh trying to copy Forky's wave dash kickoff. Just trying to delay things, trying to wait a little bit more. That's the way to counter it. You just go right through them. If you can win it heavy enough, the ball just goes in the net for you as yet another kickoff. One for Forky. KnightYuh We'll at least have this one. Though not a great position to be in. He's gonna watch Forky set up the bounce dribble. Now set up an aerial play. I don't know what this is from Forky. I don't think KnightYuh knew either, because Forky still on this one. And now he's gonna Doomsday Dish! KnightYuh could not stop Forky. I don't know what on earth that was from Forky. It looked like he missed his air dribble and had to quickly improvise. But he'll make it all part of the plan. As this game tied at 4 each. With exactly 2 minutes on the clock. And for KnightYuh's 2-goal lead, it wasn't to last very long, was it? Forky now flicks it on! And in that position, looked like Forky wanted to go for a breezy flick, but had other ideas. A backflip at the perfect time to beat KnightYuh, who was cutting in from that back corner, didn't have much of that covered down. Gave an opening to Forky, and Forky will take it. Another chance for Forky. This is exactly where he wants to be. That aerial play not going to work out so well. KnightYuh gonna barrel his way through. Forky simply just putting his car in reverse. He'll keep this play going. Another play on the ground. He's been winning the ground so far this game. Now chase down is Forky. He won't be bumped off. KnightYuh used all his boost. He won't get a chance to go for the back corner as Forky. The bump will not be made, but he won't mind. KnightYuh actually had him beat there, but it pushed up very far into the middle net, expecting the Forky to go there and to avoid the bump in the first place. And by the time he was able to, the ball was already halfway in the net. Individual bump itself, a play that is definitely permeated throughout the entirety of the 1v1 scene. It's a versatile play as well, because it works so often. Especially when you have a player sitting on the goal line like that, it has such a high effectiveness rate. As, oh wait a second there, KnightYuh nearly conceding another one here. Forky will get dunked away. Again, KnightYuh's had a lot of issues with those air dribble bumps from Forky. And Forky may be going for another one here. Nope, he's going to go for the dunk instead. KnightYuh, I think, will be pretty happy. He was waiting on the back wall. That is a very susceptible position to getting air dribble bumped. But, able to keep it away. At least for now, KnightYuh needs goals. He'll need them soon. Plus Forky could have him beat. That shot's high. Forky left it in front of the goal. No, not for KnightYuh. And 10 seconds remain. KnightYuh unable to get Forky knocked out. And the series will be even again at 2 now for both players that have won in this series. Every of them have even played in best of 7s, the BGI Solo Series as of yet. This is their first taste of it. And it is as close as it can be. Forky will take game 4 against KnightYuh in the series. Even again, we go to game 5, and this is gonna have huge importance to the series, because it's gonna be determining who can take match point. That means we're moving to game number 5, where, oh boy, the pressure only increasing for these players. In a best of 7 series like this, these players are going to need to watch out carefully. It is quite the match so far. Forky once again with a high number of shots, 14 this game. He's back to his quantity assessments, and he has that high number of shots. Some are going to slip through KnightYuh. KnightYuh, at least in the early part of this game, felt like a lot of his goals just came off Forky's mistakes. You can't rely on that. Again, a lot of the big questions for KnightYuh is he going to be able to block Forky when he's shooting this many times? Well, we're off to game 5 to determine who will take match point in the series. Forky and KnightYuh themselves have both had a lot of interesting stories this event. Mind the loser of this isn't out of the BJ Solo Series major qualification. You have to play in that last chance qualifier, which is no place you want to be, because that is an event where everybody can play in. And from what I've heard, as a guy who runs the BJ Solo Series, there's some pretty scary players that may be playing in that event that haven't played in any of our other qualifiers. These players should definitely keep their eyes peeled, because that top 8 for that major, that last chance qualifier for the major may be quite stacked. But for now, it is KnightYuh who has scored first in this game as he caught Forky without a lot of boost trying to recover. Now it's KnightYuh who's caught without a lot of boost. Forky pinched off the ceiling. KnightYuh still getting absolutely harassed back here. They'll pinch it away as Forky getting all the boost in front of him. Now he's got a chance to shoot. KnightYuh gave him an angle here, and Forky should be able to take it. Delayed to the bump. Will not get it, but will not need it either. And KnightYuh once again beats, trying to predict the play. Another air dribble bump attempt from Forky. Whenever KnightYuh is stuck sitting on the goal line, that is exactly what Forky is pulling out against him. And he may go for another sort of play like that now, as although he has lost it. And he'll be resorting into the round pinch. KnightYuh again, not left with a lot of boost here on defense. He will have the ball, though. That's really all that matters in this position. He can make something happen. At the very least, he can force Forky to make some saves. But KnightYuh, to get that recovery, Forky is already taking the mid boost by that time. KnightYuh probably regretting his decision. He went for the ball first. He probably would have had a better chance had he gone for that mid boost. Has now bumped into the save. KnightYuh wiping a little bit of sweat off his brow. That was close. Because he should not have made that save there. Forky had to flick over him. Now he'll go for another. KnightYuh won't be able to recover to this one. And Forky starting to take over. As the flick will soar high. KnightYuh was not ready. And was not able to block it. It's a beautiful shot. Perfectly placed. Again, the high volley of shooting from Forky already starting here on Urban Central. KnightYuh looking for an answer. Forky quick to take that one. Will not get this though. The shot was quite light, but it was well placed and well timed. Forky won't have this one as he was stuck half recovering on that back wall, backing up into place. It was a weird position. Again, initially Forky's idea was just to recover on the back wall off that save and back up to another one, but slid off, didn't have all four wheels planted. Credit to KnightYuh for recognizing that. Gave him the opening that he needed. And now he'll go for the bumps. Haven't seen too much of that from KnightYuh. Play from the back wall from Forky. KnightYuh, again, not able to win the boost here, but he will win the challenge, and Forky not in a perfect position here. Will have boost. Will have time to work with, but he won't have the net covered! KnightYuh just enough on it! And it's the lead! As Forky just not enough on that first touch. It was a beautiful, perfect catch from KnightYuh, but Forky needed a little bit more. I think it was trying to drill that to the sidewall, but instead he changed his mind midway, looking to try to catch it instead. It didn't work. And he will recover, but the game is now tied up. As a little bounce off that sidewall, Forky off the left post, into the net. And 3-3 is the scoreline. And for KnightYuh, how much this match would matter for him. Forky again has just won his second win of the series. He's got the momentum now, and he's feeling good too. Forky wasting no time to make sure he gets another one as yet another bump connected. Although on no boost, that was a risk to take. You'll be happy it pays off. Then another play upfield, KnightYuh. forced into recovering with absolutely nothing. Here's where Forky can go for yet another solo effort. KnightYuh with only 30 boost. That shot just off the back post, just nicked the little back of the net as Forky. They want to take the ball with him. Now he's got to recover. KnightYuh could have shot there, but he didn't like the look. Instead he'll just go for the flick. Force Forky to play on defense. But it does head wide. Forky keeps it going. Another flip reset attempt. This one, I don't know how that went through, but Forky will not be complaining. Just needed a few extra touches on it, and a little dunk on KnightYuh. It will work for Forky. It will give him a 2-goal lead. With this game being much more high scoring than the other, once again, the issue for KnightYuh is that he's letting Forky have far too many shots. Like, really two ways to beat someone who has this many shots. Either to force them to play for quality, where you have enough, where you block all their not great shots, or you prevent them from shooting in the first place. Looks like KnightYuh's been trying to play the defensive side, but he may have a better chance just trying to prevent Forky from shooting. And Forky has won. It's always been with a double-digit number of shots, and in this game, it is no different. He's got 11 shots right now, and 6 of them have found the back of the net. Again, for KnightYuh, who himself has not had nearly as many opportunities to score, he's got to stop Forky from doing that if he wants any chance to take the series. Bump play. Not a great flick, though. KnightYuh's going to want that one back, as Forky has once again taken the boost away from him. Again, so much of Forky's play playing on where he's positioned for the boost. A flip reset. Dunked it! Oh my, Forky has gone to the weight room. And it's 4 goals up. That is a monster challenge. And it's at a great time. And KnightYuh, his hopes are not dashed here in Game 5. And this is for match point. This is to take the series, to get yourself a spot in the major. KnightYuh doesn't want Forky to have that chance. It may come down to the wire here if KnightYuh can pick up the pace. He needs 3 more goals to tie up this game. 52 seconds, not a lot of time to get 3 goals, but a few good kickoffs. The chances are not that slim. Well, this is not a good start. Oh, wait a second. We've got a little headlock here, and KnightYuh will escape from it. He's down by 3. He's got to go and play aggressive here. And Forky's going to make him pay. Still with control. And I think KnightYuh may have started to see his own mortality in this series. And just the volume of shots from Forky is just unblockable when he shoots that many times. You can't let him have that many shots, so he will find ways to beat you. For KnightYuh, again, he is struggling with his consistency. He'll be down 3-2 in the series here. Forky, the chance to give himself that final spot in the major. As they're just going to play out the final seconds here. They're just letting the time tick away. It's Forky's win. And that means he's only 1 game away from making it to the major. He won't care if KnightYuh scores this or not. KnightYuh Tokyo is Forky's first chance to win the series and to make it to the major. Our tiebreaker, the two players tied in that 4th seed position. Go to KnightYuh Tokyo to game number 6. And for Forky, this is his opportunity to win the series, to take that final spot. Well, we're again, he's only one game away, but we go to KnightYuh. With how the series has gone, KnightYuh has a lot of tricks. He can definitely recover. He did that after game 1. After losing game 1, very close. Able to recover, take 2 straight. This is not out of the realm of possibility for KnightYuh and his capabilities. He's got to play very, very well to give himself that chance. We move to KnightYuh to game 6, into where Forky can win the series and make it to the major. That spot still resting in the balance, but Forky is only 1 win away from making it there. 7 players have already made it. One of these 2 will be the last. And Forky already off to a good start. KnightYuh went for the flip reset block. Forky went for the fake. Yeah, it too as well. He definitely could have used it, but knew better than. And it means Forky has scored first yet again. A common position to be in. At least as of late, KnightYuh has been able to score first a lot more often in the later part of the series, but this game seeing things maybe shift around a little bit more. And for KnightYuh, the biggest concern for him, just how many times Forky's going to be able to shoot. Yeah, I don't want to let him hit that net. Fortunately for KnightYuh, he hasn't done a great job at preventing Forky from shooting, as this is just going to roll in. KnightYuh playing a little bit too close for comfort, I think. He's going to flick this one out. Give himself time to work with. Now he's chasing down Forky. It's an open net. The bounce really doesn't favor him, but the shot will not either. Not enough power. A good chance for KnightYuh. That will not be taken. He'll go up again. KnightYuh going for his own fake. Forky caught this one though, and he acted very well to keep it on the 50. But a lot to work with. Forky left to getting those 50s in the midfield. And concede a little bit here to KnightYuh, though he still doesn't want to leave the play. KnightYuh may want to challenge here. Forky nearly got him on the bounce dribble. KnightYuh, though, will send this one away. I would have loved to see more control there from KnightYuh. Still, he goes for the 50, instantly challenging Forky on offense. And that just means that it's KnightYuh's ball still, though he hasn't scored yet this game. Flip reset for KnightYuh, just over, but not good enough. And Forky should be able to make this too. He's going to go for one of his own, but unable to connect. He won't mind. Forky has this one. As this one goes through, Forky's gonna stay on top. Goes to the back corner. As he'll carry the ball still. Flip reset. Little pop high. KnightYuh. Forky's right there with him. As that flick. Sailing in front. KnightYuh stayed on the ball here. Net's open. Oh, but he's missed it. KnightYuh missed the open net. And more than halfway through game 6, he is still yet to score. Oh, how many chances does KnightYuh need? Just put one by Forky. Still, he'll try again. This flick. Saved away. Now a little bounce off that sidewall. Forky's got the demo. He's got boost too. KnightYuh, can he get there in time? Oh, he just got a fingertip on it. And it will sail by the net. Courtesy of that big block from KnightYuh. Now he goes for the flick. Forky again with the save. Now he's got another demo. KnightYuh has not had many opportunities this game, and they continue to stay few and far between. Saves back and forth. No player willing to take that risk. And KnightYuh will have to at some point. Forky. Oh, hey, that's just open. KnightYuh, oh, he's been saved there by an open net miss from Forky. And he's just trying to stay in the mix. That bounce, actually not going to be very good. Forky saved away KnightYuh, waiting on the goal line. But he can't wait for too much longer. Time is running low. KnightYuh needs an opportunity, but he can't seem to buy one. Forky will take number 3. And it is Forky, who is only 41 seconds away from winning this one. But maybe off the kickoff. He doesn't have boost advantage, but he's got to take a chance. This one. Oh, wait, not a great recovery from Forky. Had to use everything he had just to get a pinch away. KnightYuh unable to challenge. Another chance here. Forky's got full boost. KnightYuh's got to beat him here. Up to the dribble. I think he's going to get a foot reset on this. Couldn't get the bump, though. And Forky's defense has been immaculate. Nothing can get through. Not even KnightYuh's best. And in Game 6, Forky will take down KnightYuh, win the series, and auto-qualify for the BGI Solo Series Major. It took 6 games to get there. But in the end, it was Forky's defense. 7 saves on 8 shots from KnightYuh, and there were some pretty good shots in there too. But it's Forky who will be our 8th player, our final player, to make it to the major. Tiebreaker has ended. Forky will be joining the likes of Wavy, Zapatos, Cam, Kofer, S5 Cosmic Elites, and Kevin in the top 16. For KnightYuh, his run's not over, but now he's forced to have to play in the last chance qualifier. Forky came in as that favorite. He'll end taking down KnightYuh in Game 6. It was 2 games straight of just great performances, straight strong play. Forky will take the series. Well, what a day it has been. The only match we need to get done before we had the major begin. Reminder that the upcoming events for the BGI Solo Series, the Last Chance Qualifier, again, I'm almost certain it's going to be Thursday evening, the 22nd of August. The main event, you can expect to be the afternoon of the 24th and the 25th, the Saturday-Sunday schedule. You'll be seeing the likes of Forky there. For KnightYuh, he's gonna make it through the Last Chance Qualifier on the 22nd. He's very much likely expected to make it there, but his road is now a little bit more tough. Now he wasn't able to get the win, but Forky has made it there. He's now in that main event. What a night it has been. What a run it has been for both these players. KnightYuh still has to play in that last round qualifier, but Forky can rest easy knowing he's in the top 16. Congratulations to him. What a performance. For us, I think we're going to get raid going out here. Forky's already in comp. I'm not surprised. We'll go say hi to Forky here and show him support. He's taken the series over KnightYuh, and now he's in the top 16. Really, congratulations to him. That's a great run for Forky. Congratulations to him. And to all of you for watching, thank you so much for joining the Sportia stream and joining the BGI Solo Series. Powered by ATS. Shout out to our sponsors, Gleason, Incorrect, and of course, the ESN Tournament Series. A great night, everybody. And we'll see you all again for more action in the BGI Solo Series and more updates very soon on social media. Take care.